And I'm raw to the bone. Yes, I'm in my PJs and I still have my thing on my head, but that's okay, y'all. I'm in Houston, Texas. Come on in. I'm going to start y'all out with the positive vibes of the day because that's what I do. No matter what, it's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, yo. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts, poison and rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
I love it, ASC. I know you've been busy.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
I know, I'm sure it has been.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey. Oh. Yeah. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Who's coming in here? Hey, Johnny. Come on in. Come on in. Transparency in relationships. You know, a good question came up on TikTok yesterday. This has been a trending theme for the last 2 days, but transparency in relationships. And someone had a great question. Well, there's a couple of things, right? And I take topics from other people's experiences, but as long as I don't say their names, their story is still theirs, right? We're going to just generalize it. And this is just based on general conversations that I've been having on TikTok, right? And so come on in because there's two things I want to ask. Transparency in relationships. Two things I want to ask. Come on in the room. Okay, Nut. Come on in the room so we can have a talk. Cheryl Lee is already here in Houston. All right, we didn't get to see her last night. I came early. I always try to come in, if I can come to a place earlier than the events, then I do, because I don't like to be tired. The travel day wears me out. Plus, I like to woosah before I get into whatever we're getting into. So the activities for the rodeo time weekend events really does not start until tonight. Really, they don't start till Friday, but we're starting tonight, supposedly with smoked meat. I don't know how this is going to happen, but We're supposed to be getting some good old smoked meat today, okay, at some point. So let's see how that rolls up. All right. So today will be the smoked meat fest, some games and topics, okay, because we have a lot. And then tomorrow will be more shenanigans and topics. All right. And then Saturday is rodeo time. I cannot wait. Valerie gets in on Friday morning. I believe Smokey is going to get her from the airport on Friday morning before he goes to work. Good morning, Aquanda. Hey, Thomas. Come on in. I'm in Houston, Texas, at my second home. Listen, there was a time I said I've never been to Texas. This is my third time in Texas. I mean, I went from never being in Texas to 3 times being in Texas in a year, in under a year. Okay, Austin, Houston, Galveston, and back to Houston. All right. I love it here. Hey, Shirley, I just mentioned your name. Good morning. Shirley, today is smoked meat day. We're having chicken because I know you don't eat meat. Nut don't eat meat. I told them to add chicken and corn on a cob to the menu so that people who don't eat meat have something else to eat. We might need some potato salad or something. I don't know. That's a lot of meat. Okay, Thomas, thank you for sharing your break with us. I love it. I don't even know what time it is. Is it 7:54 Texas time? Yeah. Oh, so I'm really not late. Cause see, y'all had me thinking I was late. Even Debbie was like, you dissing us on YouTube. But when I'm in Texas, 8 o'clock Texas time, I come on. That's what we doing. 8 o'clock Texas time. I come on. So I'm right on time, y'all. Ghost cussing us out talking about we need Uber money. He knew I was coming. He knew that this was gonna happen. Right, Shirley? Come on, Shirley, be my roommate. Let's get a place. Actually, Debbie gonna build little houses on her property for us. We're gonna have a little village here. Okay, you get ready to take you're such a listen, Shirley. I used to be that grandmother. I retired. I was so active, taking the babies to school. They were up in my face all the time. But I have decided that I have been in parent mode, caretaker mode from the age of 12. And I have retired for a minute to take care of myself, no matter who it offends, because I have never focused on myself as a caretaker, a self caretaker. No. And so I retired. I mean, even my son is like, Dad, your third grandchild not getting no love. I'm like, I do love her. But I'm just taking a break right now. I got to focus on me because let me tell you something. Your kids keep having kids. You'll be taking care of their kids. And then next minute, you know, you'll be in a rocking chair in a nursing home somewhere. See, that's not going to be my life. I'm trying to live out loud. I'm trying to enjoy myself. I've been strapped down as a parent from the age of 16. And before that, I was caretaking my brother. Why that shit in the back of the screen scared me? I was like, who jumped on my camera? No, it's fine. Right, Shirley, right. Their time and our time make a difference. Listen, I commend you, Shirley, because they do really need our help raising these children. We do have to, maintain the village mentality. We do in the families, but sometimes we get so focused in that for some of us that sometimes we forget to spread the love to ourselves. And so for me, I'm spreading the love to myself, and people are inboxing me or they'll text me and they go, oh, I see you living your best life. Why, when people are enjoying themselves, people say you are living your best life? Maybe this is just normal life. Maybe this is how we're supposed to live, right? But we're so used to surviving, being in survival mode, being in this dredge mode, that as soon as you see someone just flowing through life, y'all like, oh my God, they just living their best life. They just doing all this stuff. Oh, clocks changed this weekend. My mother just asked that.
Spring forward?
Yep.
Okay, big.
Oh, meat is not ready today. Okay, no problem. Food on Friday. I'm okay with that. Good morning, Smokey. So food on Friday.
Food on Friday.
That's fine.
Got it.
That's fine. Meat not ready. What y'all got to do to get the meat ready? Y'all beat it with something, like tenderize it, season it for a couple of days. What's the process to smoke some meat? Friday will be better anyway, because Cheryl Lee will have more flexibility on Friday. Valerie will be here on Friday. And so we'll have more people to indulge in the meat on Friday. Okay, time goes up on Sunday. Got it. Okay. My mother just asked that. So Sunday, right before I go back, time goes up. Okay. We lose an hour.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, just have to buy the meat and bring it to Chop. Going to get the meat this morning. Oh, okay. I thought y'all had the meat, beat it up, seasoned it already. You know, I don't know what this smoking process is like, if y'all have to like set it in something.
Just in case you need it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So what are we talking about this morning? Oh, I didn't bring you don't have that book.
What book?
Somebody said they had the Until Today. You're not one of the people that have, you don't have the daily meditation thing for today. Oh God, who has the book on here? Let me see if I can find it on my phone. Until Today. So I have a question while we get into that, so that y'all can marinate. Would you date someone that lives in the house with their ex? I was on TikTok the other day, and this question was asked by a young woman on TikTok, right? She said, she's back out there dating, she met someone, they live with their ex. Would you date someone that lives with their ex? Aquanda said no. Deb said no. Thomas said no. I said no too on the TikTok yesterday, but then a couple of other people stood up on TikTok and said that's their situation. Other people are living with their baby daddies and with their exes and dating, right? And so do we think that this is attributed to economical times? People are struggling to move out and manage things on their own, and people are finding comfort in staying with their exes from a financial perspective? And is that acceptable? I don't know if I'm not going to be able to get that March 7th read. I think people are having to be creative with these economic times. Okay, that's fair though. So how accepting are we with people being creative in these economical times? How accepting are we in these economical times? Like for me, I know times are bad, and I know that what I'm about to say it might sound a bit crass, but I feel like as a single woman, right? I know we are in really bad economic times right now, right? People are so, I was just talking last night about how rent is ridiculous where we live, right? And how do people manage through that? But then I battle with this because I want to have sympathy for people that still live with their exes and stuff from an economical standpoint. But then when I think about the amount of money that I'm paying, right? Why can't they do it? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people get comfortable in certain situations. That's just my opinion. I've only run up on this situation once when I was dating. Well, not dating. I mean, this guy, he tried to date me. But once he told me he still lived in the house with his wife and they were going through a divorce, I was like, bye. Okay. And this is before I admitted to having trust issues, right? And he didn't understand why I didn't understand his living arrangements. And I'm like, ain't no way in hell. Now, again, this might sound crass, but no way in hell I'm paying close to $3,000 a month in rent and you living in your ex-wife's basement. Because what message are you sending me? Right? Like, if you're dating me, how can you date me? How could you even be in a position to date me and you're living in your ex-wife's basement? My opinion, I feel like I'm not judging anybody that needs to do that from an economical standpoint, but I feel like you're not ready to date. That's what I feel. I feel like you should focus on getting your own, right? Learning how to manage that by yourself for a period of time before you take on the responsibility of a relationship, right? Because how do you know what it's like to live by yourself? How do you know what it's like to manage your everyday life by yourself? Because right now, when I look at people that live in a house with their exes, you could still come up short on the rent. You could still come up short on the groceries because things are going to keep moving. But what happens when you live by yourself? How do you handle your day-to-day stresses? How can I gauge that if you are living in the house with your ex? See? Wait a minute. Debbie is sitting like literally right there. You are you on the fence now?
I'm on the fence.
Why?
Cause I know people that when they done, they're done.
Yeah.
Like ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, but then I don't know. You brought up excellent points because you're right. Like when you don't, cause I don't have the luxury of coming up short.
No.
I stay by myself. All of these expenses I'm responsible for. So in that situation, like I don't have anybody to fall back on because Centerpoint gonna still cut the gas off if I don't pay them. So no,
right?
Like I need somebody that has that
structure,
experience, and being able to say I can manage on my own. Because I'm a schooler.
Yeah,
you can't live with me no way. So you gotta be able to get it.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm okay. Yeah.
So right, so that's why I said it might sound a bit harsh what I'm saying, but if you think about it, a lot of us take on relationships, right? We take them from their mama's house, we take them from their friend's house, we take them from their ex-wives' house, their girlfriend's houses, right? And then we get mad when they can't pay the bills, when they're not being responsible, when they're not, because to me, I feel like there's a level of comfort when there's other people responsible for the household shit. Right? Some people get comfortable because they know someone's going to come up on their shortcomings, right? And so I'm telling you this because I took a man from his mama's house. That was my circle fuck hoe ex for 20 years. But the one thing about him is he never came up short on the bills. But what he used to do was, okay, this is the other effect, right? Throw a tantrum. I'm going back to my mother's house. The fuck?
What?
Baby, move.
He said he was going back to his mom.
Moved the whole hell out and left me.
Stop.
I'm not lying.
He went back to his mama
house. He went
house.
back to his mama house.
Bro, you're making this up. He went back to his
I'm
mama
on live.
house.
Anybody could come on my show and call me a liar. I'm on live.
Oh
My
my
circle fuck her.
God.
I lived in New Jersey in my first apartment that I got in New Jersey, and we had a big argument. And it was around Christmas time, and he was mad because some other guy bought me a Christmas tree, had it leaned up against the door. I told this story on here because he wouldn't get me a Christmas tree. And this guy at work heard me say I wanted a Christmas tree. So I came home. There go Ghost car. I came home and it was a tree. But we had already been having problems, right? Now I wasn't sleeping with this guy. I was just a coworker that heard I wanted a tree and left the tree at my front door. We had a whole argument over this thing, okay? And well, Cheryl Lee, no, everybody's circumstances are different. Like I do know some people that have got it right, Cheryl Lee, but some people don't have it right. Okay, let's just be fair. This doesn't apply to everybody in that situation, but there's a population of people this does apply to. Okay, he got mad in the middle of an argument and moved the fuck back to his mama house. And you know what? He never sent me half the rent, half the electric bill, nothing. He was gone for about 2 months. Okay, went back to his mama house and left all those bills on me. He didn't say, while I'm at my mama house, I'm gonna give you half the rent, or I'm gonna still own up to my responsibilities. Meanwhile, the lease in the apartment was in both of our names, right? This to me shows someone that came out their mama house, has a level of comfort that they could go back to their mama's house, and that's what the fuck he did. Grand Rising. That's what he did. And so for me, I don't know. I got trust issues when it comes to stuff like that. I need to know that you can manage your own shit. Okay? That was one. Okay, who else I took out their damn mama house? I did no, for real. Who else I took? Oh, my husband, the man I married. I took him out his mama house. And he was always short on the bills. The lights was off. He wasn't paying the rent. Because you know why? When you living at your mama house, if you don't pay the mortgage or contribute to the mortgage, guess what? Your mama gonna pay it. Right? But when you get into the house with your girlfriend and you throw a little tantrum, you be like, I'm short this month. I'm short. Why do the women always got to figure out a way to fill in the gaps? Stop taking people that are in relation. I'm talking about that question that came up on TikTok yesterday about living with your ex, right? And some people look at that and go, oh, it's no big deal. But I need to know if you could pay your bills by yourself. How do I know?
Those are really, really excellent questions that you ask now.
Because I lived through it. I've experienced it with every guy that I've been with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people young and you know, people of the younger generation.
No, this is the older generation.
I'm talking about my age. Like,
oh well, see, I was gonna blame it on you because with age comes wisdom, experience, life experience.
No,
age don't mean that you wise.
No,
just mean you older.
I mean, you live life. Like you have to live life to grow older.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, the years go by, you gain wisdom through life experiences, whether they good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning, mother.
That's how you build your character. That's how, you know what I'm saying, you build your life. So
got it, Shirley. Yeah, that's true. But how would you would put
no, that like, please take care of yourself, heal. You can't be with no ex with me, because no, and it wouldn't even be about you still sleeping with this person. It just y'all are, and that's toxic. Like it's just too much extra.
So you're looking at it from it's toxic.
Yeah, like it would be, because at the end of the day, like you still have like I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to come like if I have a partner. And say I couldn't date someone that still lives with their ex, because like I don't live with, like I don't want to live with my partner. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it's like they would never have to not live with they ex.
Oh, they would still be living with their ex dating you.
Their ex dating me, and that's just like no go, because like if I want to pop up, I can't just pop up because
that's the other thing.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm good for popping up.
That's a good one, Nut. How do you entertain?
I do nice things. You know, I learn well. You know. Yeah.
So how do you entertain when you live with your ex? Can you bring your new girl to your
Or
house?
does he have a schedule? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
A schedule? What kind of schedule?
Like,
Okay,
on
Monday,
Monday, Wednesday,
these
Friday,
days, I
got the
have
house.
company. You got to
On
be at the
Tuesday,
house.
Thursdays, and Saturdays,
It's
you
like
got
a
the
custody
house.
battle.
and on Sundays,
The
don't
house.
nobody have. We clean the house. I don't know, bro.
Okay.
Like a custody
Okay.
battle of the house.
This is a bull. You ask me.
You go to the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. Okay, so let's talk about that.
I'm not, see, because, like, we could go, like, I'm spontaneous and I might take you out, but it might be a day where I want to do a Netflix and chill. And I'm not supposed to be, I mean, we can at a motel sometimes. Yeah, but I mean, like, but see, I'm more on the fancy is my mama's shit. Like, you better take me to like the
Ritz Carlton.
I'm not going to no hotel for. I don't care that it's just gonna be
But-
an hour or two. We're not doing that.
But can
And I'm
I
not supposed to sit here and pay for that because of the type of person I am and how I'm not supposed to do that. Like how we can't be in your like, come on, like what? I'm not supposed to be the one paying for that because I would be the one with the problem with it because clearly you're still comfortable living with your ex.
exactly?
Yeah.
See, for me, I don't know if I want to post up at a hotel.
I don't know if I want to either.
I don't want to do
Actually,
that.
I
Sometimes
I
that's
don't
cool,
want to post
though.
up at a hotel.
No.
Man, sometimes we can have a
My-
girl
No.
stay
No,
in.
my second
and-
job, Peanut, you know I go to hotels every day. These hotels are horrible. No, I don't want to post up at a hotel. I'd much rather be in the comfort of my house.
Right.
But
right.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna want to pay for a hotel. You're not gonna always be at my house because my whole thing is I don't want my partner living with me because then you're gonna try to move in.
Right. See, I think hotels are for take me on vacation, weekend getaways, stuff like that.
Right.
If we coming to smash or we're coming to Netflix and chill or we just coming to chill, I want to be able to chill at your spot. You should be able to chill at my spot. That's it. Like, I don't want to have to knock on the door and ask your ex-wife for permission to see you or to come in.
Right. Like we gotta follow a set schedule and schedule shit ahead because I don't like that because I don't want to have to. I don't like being told when and what to do and how to move. Like that's just something with me. I'm just you tell me to move one way. If I wasn't already moving that way before you told me to move that way, I'm gonna do opposite just because you felt you told me how to move. Like I just because then I feel like it's other parties contributing to our
Okay, Cheryl Lee said, no, it makes meeting up more exciting and creative.
more exciting.
But for how long?
But for how long, Miss Cheryl? How long are you going to do that? How long is that excitement
Right.
going to be
How
there?
long is that acceptable? Because living with the ex and dating someone new, I just like
And then I'm going to tell you no lie.
just go live with your mama at that point. Because I'd rather tell somebody I stay with my mama than I stay with my ex.
That's
some real
better.
shit. That part.
I mean, I'm going to
That
tell you,
part.
yeah,
That part.
yeah, that's better. That's
You
better.
get what I'm saying?
That's better.
You get what I'm saying?
I'd rather
You
that.
get what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
start over. And some people don't want to bite that bullet and start over. But now, fuck that. I get it.
I'd
And then
rather you
this
go
is
back
gonna
home to
be
your
hard.
mama.
But go back home to mama. I swear, I'd be like, I'm at home with my mama. Rather than be like, oh, I stay with me and my ex.
Yeah,
Stay
I
together.
think that's
I'm
better.
not.
I'd rather you go back home for your mama. But
But stay with your mama for only
Only
a little while.
Just get
what's a little while? What's a little while, Debbie?
Like,
Get
get
your
your
own.
phone. Yeah.
What's a little while?
I say 90 days, Captain.
90 days, 3 months.
3 months?
3 months,
I
you should be
think,
able to
I think,
figure it out.
honestly, this is how I feel. Because I have children. If Carmen had to come back home and she was like, "Look, Mom, I'm on bedtime. I'm on
Okay,
bedtime."
depending on age, I can only speak for my age group. If Carmen have to come back home, Carmen is
If
literally
Carmen
young.
have to come stay with Aunt Debbie, she gonna come stay with Aunt Debbie too.
If she's young, yes. But if Carmen is 40 plus my age,
Oh
up
yeah.
there,
No.
90 days.
90 days.
90
So
days.
3 months. Debbie said 3 months. If you have to live with your ex, you should a year.
Oh yeah, I will. Like grown. If my child as a grown person have to come back home, is something going on or something happened. I gotta understand like
At
what I
40,
A year? You need a year to find a place?
I mean, stack up your money and buy you something. That way you ain't never got to come here again. I'll give you that one time.
Okay. If you're gonna buy something, I might give you a
that's the
year.
goal. You said
Yeah.
buy.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'll
give you the year.
That'll even match what you say. Even we could go buy you something.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
don't have to come back home. Ever.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Nut Nut. I'm gonna go with that. So Nut Nut said She'd rather go back home to her mom, stack up for a year, and buy something, right? That's a good one. If you have a plan, that's a good one, right? But let me tell you, I must have been the hardest mom, one of the hardest moms with my son. And he used to be like, oh my God, Mom, you don't let me have company. Your guy friends could come over here, right? But not the girlfriends, because my son was nasty from a young age, okay? And so I never let him have female company. And he was like, I said, because this is my thing. I don't want y'all fucking in my house, right? Comfortably. Like, I know they still did it when I wasn't there, but comfortably. Like, I feel like I also have a problem when teenagers, right? This is why I know I'm the mother that my son, I had to put garlic on the door for my son to leave, because the rules in my house was you cannot come fuxing in my house. You can't. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. It doesn't matter. And so he used to be like, oh my God, I can't have company. Even when he got grown, get your own shit. Go fuck somewhere else. Only person fuxing in here is the person paying the bills. Me. Okay. And he never understood that. Right. But I always had a problem with, why should I have a grown-ass man, my son, in my house? I'm still trying to get flipped up on the kitchen counter. I'm still trying to get flipped all over the place. Why the fucks would I want my grown-ass son in my house? That wasn't going to work. See, that's the other thing. It's so many.
Yeah, well, you just have to change that until he gone.
You get a time period. And then you gone.
Let me know when you not. Let me know when you need the house, and I'll be somewhere else. Cause baby,
you're not fucking in my house.
You stupid peanut.
Cheryl said, I think it depends on what type of relationship you are creating and what the guidelines that are agreed upon are, but it should have room for spontaneity. That's true.
Thank you.
I agree, Cheryl.
Exactly. So how you gonna have room for spontaneity? Whatever. I can't say it. Yeah.
If you're living at home with your ex.
Yeah. If you're living at home with your
you
ex.
Can't be spontaneous.
Well, you probably can because it's your shit with your ex, but your partner couldn't, because they couldn't just pop up at your shit when they want to, or send stuff over there, because shit, you might want to send some edible arrangements and them hoes never.
Well, some of the people on TikTok said that their arrangement is they don't care.
Well, yeah, people did say that.
People did say that they have an understanding with their ex.
To each his own. To each his own. If it works for you, that's cool. But that don't work for me. So don't come at me.
But it's more than what works for you. How do you feel when you start dating? Right? You might be comfortable living with your ex. Right? And you might say this worked for me.
Right.
But how do you expect an external person to deal with that, to be okay with that? It would take a special type of person.
Like, because I don't care. I get it that it's hard, economy, roommate, but I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Aquanda say, if I'm not getting any in the house, no one will. Isn't that your current situation? Aquanda. She said, if I'm not getting any in the house, no one will. But she don't have sex with her man.
Right.
So it's like you living in a house with a man that you don't sexually interact with.
Relationship then, like y'all
roommates with a little benefits.
What's the little benefit?
He pays some bills.
That's roommates. When you room with somebody, you pay the bills and split the rent. Y'all split the shit down the middle.
Hillbilly, you said I don't know. Eat, smash, and be happy. Don't let me stop you. So Hillbilly, you don't mind your kids smashing in your house? Living with you, grown ass kids. Hillbilly probably got so much land. He probably built them something. Right. Be like, go the hell over there.
That's 3 miles away.
Exactly. It's over there yonder somewhere. Hillbilly kids live far away from his. Oh, Aquanda said, I'm still trying to find those benefits.
See, I don't even like talking about your situation, Aquanda, because like, why deal with it?
Pinnacle.
What?
It's close to a friend. She right.
Friend. Like, you know, I'm the honest. I'm
she right.
Like, I'm me all the way around. I can't sugarcoat that.
Hillbilly said they have fucked in his house before and they will again.
Well, then next time you say it nice.
I know that's right, Hillbilly.
Shit.
My nice is if that's what you're comfortable with. I
No,
don't know if that
because
works for
no.
me.
Okay, so I have another question, right?
So it's let me ask you this.
Okay,
real quick,
go ahead.
Raw.
Mm.
So is financial comfortability worth like your happiness?
That's
Your
a great
peace of
question.
mind?
That's a great
Your
question.
peace of mind? Is financial
What about you?
stability worth your peace?
Hell no.
Is financial stability worth your peace of mind? That's the question from Nut. No.
Cause
No.
like
I'd rather be broke and a little hungry.
Peace is priceless.
I'm telling you, I'd rather be broke
Because,
and a little
like,
bit of hungry.
why is it-
I need my peace. Is money more important than your peace? I'm saying no. I will eat
No.
ramen noodles and be
No.
at peace.
No.
Okay. No, I'm not
No.
giving up my peace.
No, me neither.
Mm-mm.
Cause I mean,
And that's a great question because you know why? That's the reason why so many people stay
Stay
stuck in
stagnant
relationships because
relationships.
they
Like,
do not
'cause-
choose their peace.
right, because everything is taken care of, or I have help. No, man. 'Cause-
I think the shirt, listen, I'm waiting to see the back of the shirt, Smokey. You only showed me the front of the shirt. All you got to do is ... t-shirt. I want to know what the back says. I love it. I absolutely love it. Debbie saw it. She loved it. Nut
yeah.
saw it.
I didn't see no
We-
damn shirt.
I thought I showed you the picture of the shirt here. I sent it to, I put it in the chat.
You know what you be doing?
She be scratching her ass.
Yeah, don't never be paying attention.
Oh no, I put it in the
What
damn
y'all
chat
talking about?
for all of us to see it. Oh yeah.
Oh,
He won't show me the back.
what's the back of the
Because
shirt?
remember we said ...
All you gotta do
and then
is
it'll have a
dot,
saying
and
back
it'll have a
there.
saying back there. Maybe the shirt don't say nothing on
He
it.
said it do. He said it's a surprise.
Oh my god. So Raw, only you got a shirt, right?
No, it's his size. It ain't even my size.
Oh.
Smokey, nothing that said we all got shirts. You knew all our sizes. There is no back. It will have a shoulder patch. Oh, okay. I got to see this. I don't know. I can't visualize it right now. But do we all have one? 'Cause now, that's true, Hillbilly. Working that much, you will miss life. So I got another question. Throughout my experience among my women friends, the majority of my friends have husbands, if not those that husbands have passed, rest in peace, where one of their major complaints was every month their husband was short on their portion of the bill. $50, $100. And I remember my girlfriend, she used to get so mad. She used to call me on the phone and she used to be like, why the fuck do I always have to compensate because he's short $100, $200, or he can't pay the cable bill this month, right? And it wasn't just her story. It was several of my female friends. And I felt like, why do women get placed in a position to ignite their masculinity, pull up to the plate, make sure all the gaps are covered financially in their household when their man or significant other partner, if you're in the same sex, is not pulling their weight? Why does that woman in that relationship have to compensate for that? I have been with men. I'm $100. What the fuck? Like, what? Why can't I be $100 short?
Hold on, wait though, because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't been in no same-sex relationship where
You don't live with your partner, so I don't know if you can answer this.
Yeah.
This is a live-in situation together.
But even but in my situation, if my partner, even though we don't live together, is short on her part of the rent, I'm supposed to give it to her. Like, I'm supposed to be there for her and give it
That's
to her.
different. Y'all don't live together. I'm saying if we live in the same house,
Y'all
my
share the
mortgage
same
comes
bill.
in. My
Yeah.
mortgage is $2,300. The light bill is $300. The this is that. The this is that. And every month you're supposed to give me $1,500 or $1,600 or whatever we agreed upon. Okay. And at the end of the month, you come up talking about here's $1,000. The
Well,
fuck is that?
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when in my relationships, I don't expect my partner to come up with fools like half or that. Like, I ain't even gonna lie
Can you
to
say it louder? I need to make sure they heard you.
Say
Say the shit again. Just say it again. You don't expect your partner to do what?
Come up with half the rent. I ain't even gonna lie. Her money. You got that.
But in today's world,
I mean, in today's world.
Last night, Debbie, you said there's men out there that got it.
But let me say this. I wouldn't require that. Like, I wouldn't. But let me say this. In today's world, if there was a time that I couldn't do it, then I expect my partner to pick up, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be saving this money. You keeping the money. Like, as long as you invest in your woman and make sure she good and comfortable, I'm telling you, she'll build you
Smokey.
empire.
but you have to remember something, Peanut.
Exactly, Shirley. That's how I feel.
You personally have this drive about you.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you not have it, Peanut, and then all of a sudden you be done did X, Y, and Z, and then you have it. I think if more people possess that drive, we would not be having these conversations, Raw.
I know.
Because
I'm about to date Nut.
we as women, we will hustle. We will go out.
Women do hustle.
Yes.
But I'm gonna need these men to hustle too. Like, I'm literally corporate job. You almost didn't come home till midnight last night, right? You hustling when you can in between schedules.
Yes.
I'm sitting here, the freak, running 2 businesses and got a corporate job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see so many women hustling, and then I see men that be like, I'm short on the bill this month. What the hell?
Just be okay.
And they be okay with it.
Oh, let me say this: by appearances, they be okay.
But then when you say something, what's the first thing they say? You're emasculating me.
Yeah, you being too masculine.
You being too masculine. You being too rough. Like, what am I supposed to expect?
Yeah. But see, I don't know how I would necessarily handle the situation. So I think, again, I'll always revert back to, let me just think about myself, because you don't have to pay no bills. You have to do any of that thing. And if you short on your bills, you just short on your bills. You figure it out. But
now, what happens if your man gets an eviction notice? You're dating him. Y'all live separate because you guys want to live separate from your significant other, right?
Right.
So you say, okay, he's short on his bills over there. Now y'all dating. Y'all got a nice relationship. Then you find out he got an eviction notice. What you doing?
Oh,
I'm praying for him.
Right. That's so.
Yes, I'm praying for him.
Thank
I'm
you for
praying.
giving me the nice response on that. I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for
If he got an eviction notice and he came to you and said, I'm being evicted, can I stay with you?
No.
So is the relationship over?
Not in my eyes, but maybe in his.
You gonna mess up the relationship.
No.
No, I'm saying that person will mess up the relationship trying to move in. I get it. You on hard times.
Chalk said women have to pick up that extra because the men they choose. You listen, Chalk.
Okay.
Come on, Chalk.
Okay.
Come on, Chalk. I know I chose the fuck wrong. I know. Chalk, tell me.
Choosing the people that we choose. That's why I say we have self-reflect and heal. It still goes back to self-reflecting and heal.
Exactly. Chalk, come in the room. Got to get the hair done and toes. Okay, Valerie. Smokey said he got 8 t-shirts. But Chalk, come in the room. It's the men we choose. You know, when I went to therapy, I said that to my therapist. I said, man, I be choosing these.
What do these shirts say?
I be choosing these men. I know.
Well, let me ask you this. In your lesbian relationships, were they like...
In my lesbian relationship, she's asking me. I told y'all that girl BJ, yes, her initials BJ. Okay. Listen, I didn't have to do shit. This girl, let me tell you something. She lived in Buffalo. When I went out to Buffalo, Valerie is on the live. She know. I went out to Buffalo and met her once. Just by happenstance, going to Valerie's, opening her launch or whatever. Mutual friend, I met Valerie. I met BJ. I met this girl. The second, when she asked me, are you coming back to Buffalo? I was like, I don't know. I'm sure I will. She called me intentional. She was like, when you want to come to Buffalo? I was like, I don't know. She was like, is it about the ticket? Because you ain't never got to pay your flight to come to my city. At all. She sent me money. She didn't book my flight. She go on there and figure out how much your flight costs. Then I tell her she would send me plus extra to make sure I could get to the airport to catch my flight. Okay. When I got to Buffalo, that she picked me up from the airport, no matter what time it is, and she work at Ford Plant. Pick me up from the airport. I walk in the house. She got my wine glass because she don't drink wine. She got my wine glass. She got my wine. She got all the foods that I like to eat. Let me tell you something. This is why I keep jumping over to the lady pool because I don't, the hell. They making it hard for the men. Valerie just said it. BJ would send for you. She just said it on here. She sent for me. So there was no question, like her intentions, I want to see you, bing, fly here. And then she flew to New York.
Yeah.
She was like, you ain't got to come here all the time. Flew over to New York. And I took her around the city. We had a great time. So it was a great experience, right? All the other, that was the only one that
you would consider an actual.
Yeah, all the other ones was just like hop, lick, skip.
That's, how long was did you hop, lick, skip?
With the other girls?
Mm-hmm.
You mean with each one or just not long? Because I think my first experience was I was in the shower at a friend's house and his girlfriend came in the shower and I was like, what the hell? Right? And one thing led to another. And I was like, that's his girl, but he don't got no problem with it. That's his business. Right? And so that was my first experience. The second experience, and I never slept with her after that. The second experience was another girl, which I gagged because I wasn't used to doing the no, I never had to lick a licky. It's like the guy's thingy is different from the woman's. I'm just being transparent, y'all. It was very hard on me. So that was a quick lick. And then it was a quick lick.
What, did it have like a smell?
It really tasted like pennies, like how some of y'all be saying. So her diet must have been off. It wasn't stinky though.
Pennies?
Yeah, it was like a coppery.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I couldn't do it. I wasn't, but then when I met BJ was a touch me not. So I didn't have to do anything. So I never really had a full blown out experience where I'm licking and slapping and shit. They just be it's more.
You the pillow princess.
I'm the pillow princess. Yeah. I like that though. But the other thing is all my women been short and I like tall men. So how do I get the short women?
I think you have lower expectations on height for the women than you do men because women can't be that tall. There's some tall
there's some tall ones out there. Okay, Shirley said, in my opinion, from life lessons learned, you need to have had conversations, prior experience documented, and visual recommendations from people close to them. Now let's talk relationship and intentions. Okay. Brian, yes, it should work for the men too, Smokey. You absolutely right. It should work for the men too.
You need to know their full name so you can look them up and see who they is.
Yeah. 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 So I mean, I don't know. And I guess now in my life, that's one of the things that I don't want to repeat. I look at other people and I'm like,
and because I'm gonna give you complete transparency, I am, because that's just who I am, and I ask for that same respect in return. If I can't get that, then we really can't. We can't do.
We are too grown to not know how to manage money.
Johnny hit it.
Yeah. What's your big ass age? Now, I mean,
I can understand because sometimes, like your kid, like say for instance, your child got into a relationship, and because your child's older, got into a relationship and they're together with their person building something, and they didn't have a family or whatever, and they chose to walk away and have to start over. Yes, go come home, get your shit together, and get you something else. This time, learn your lesson learned. That's why you don't live.
But what happens when you got someone? But what happens when? Okay, but what happens when you keep coming home? What happens when you keep coming home?
I mean, at the end of the day,
at what point is it stop the fuck coming here? Because that's what I had to do to my son. Like in between you coming to my house, I'm like, when you gonna stop coming home?
Well, that's where you gotta feel the cut off. I don't know because I haven't experienced that. I can't speak for that because You know, I have a official teenage boy. You know what I'm saying? I haven't dealt with that. Like, yeah, a teenager. This old ass. So that's the point. I haven't experienced that, but it's just like when, like, that's just like when people still living at home with their parents or whatever. It's like it's case by case scenario.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on what it is.
We're not talking about people taking care of their parents. We're talking about people that live with their parents because they have not developed the independence to live by themselves. So it's a difference. We're not talking about taking care.
It's cheaper to live at home and help with the rent.
But how does a woman look at you and feel that you can take care of responsibilities? Because the only point of reference I have is you living with your mama. So how do I know if you can stand on your 2 feet by yourself?
Is that questions that's being asked?
But it's beyond the question because I need to see it too, because now I got trust issues. So how do I know?
Okay.
See, should nobody at your right age?
Thank you, Nut. At my right old ass age.
I'm sorry. I feel like I can't say it. Like
nobody at my age. What? No, say it. No, say it.
I'm saying that's why I said 40 plus.
I don't meet that bracket.
You don't meet the bracket yet.
Mine does, and I just feel like should nobody old like that live at home,
unless they're taking care of their parents.
Right. Well, you know what? I can't even speak for that because it mute the damn thing.
Nope.
I gotta come back home and open it.
But I promise you ain't gonna be that long. You a hustler.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's different though. That's different. That's different situation. It's not
ugly,
because you just loafing.
I feel like that. I feel like
well,
that.
we
That's
know.
ugly. I do. I feel like that. That is ugly.
40 though. You still won't be 40.
You still won't be
Damn,
40.
yeah,
Yeah. You will be almost, not quite. You'll have a year to get it together. Or a little more. And that's a different situation. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I always said on here, I never wanted my son to be like my dad, right? If my dad didn't have the women that he had, he'd been living with his mother.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is my dad, and I'm telling this because this is how important it is, because I repeated what I saw.
Yeah, does you want to break generational?
I'm trying to break that shit. I'm not trying to take care of men like my dad. Like, if these women did not maintain the households, my dad would have been living with his mama. Okay. He could never stand on his own, right? By himself. Maybe he could. I don't know that because he never did. Right? It was always a woman. So how do I know coming into a relationship that you can provide? Because I'm not, I guess at this big old age, like you said, I'm really not one that really wants to pay 50%. I say that all the time, right? And to some people that might sound materialistic, that might sound harsh or whatever the case may be, but I don't.
No, because you could be by yourself paying everything. Why you still gotta pay half when you got somebody that is supposed to come and, I don't know, give you more, not like add to your piece. Like, why not relieve some of that financial strain? Like, I'm sorry. Like,
now, I'm not saying that if I pay 30% and you fall into a financial bind and you need me to step up, I'll step up.
Yeah, you gotta be. That's what I said. That's what I expect from my partner. Like, I ain't expecting you to pay half your rent. I really don't. I don't expect that, because at the end of the day, you live where you live and I live where I live, and I ain't expecting you to contribute nothing over here. But if you short on your rent, here, little mama, I got you, because I don't need you trying to come over you.
Right.
Yeah. But in my case, living in the same house.
If we stayed in the same house, like, if I found someone that I could live with, which, because y'all know me.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. But if I found someone that actually knew me and was a special person like me that could deal type shit, I wouldn't expect her to have to do it. But that's just the person I am, because at the end of the day, I already like this gonna be this mine. This is my home. This is my piece. So I'm gonna make sure it's paid regardless, just because of how it is.
Johnny Leon Hill said, Don't laugh,
Make
Chalk,
it
because
home.
it did taste like copper. Johnny Leon Hill said, my uncle stayed at home with my grandmother every time he got out of a relationship. You too grown for that, nigga. Get out and get your own. That's what I'm talking about. My dad. That's what happened to my dad. Right? And my mama left my dad when I was a toddler. Why? Because my mama is the type of person that she'd rather live by herself and pay her bills than to take care of a man. That's the one thing I did learn. But I did pick up bad habits by picking men, you know, that needed a lot more help than I should have had to do.
No, not the administrator. I'm the regional coordinator. Our executive director is the administrator.
Yeah. Debbie on a work call.
Yes.
So Johnny, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why? When does it come a point? Like, how do you? This is full transparency in relationships, and
She has a meeting.
at what point
So that's probably why you have
do we have these conversations? Like, how early do we have these conversations when you meet people?
If you have a like, what are your intentions with people? Some people you meet just in passing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you meet someone and you feel like they're gonna, like, you want to invest your essence and your energy into them, then I ain't gonna lie to you. Once you feel you get to that point where you want to really talk to them like that, you need to be upfront with it. Because I always believe in transparency, and wherever it goes, it goes. Because at the end of the day, like, you got to be equally yoked in some ways, because some people value different things, and what some people value, other people don't, and that leads to toxicity in a relationship.
Yeah, that's so true. I just think that people need to be transparent up front. And I feel that
And take people for what they say for granted. Like, some people feel like when they tell, I'm sorry, Rob.
That's fine.
When you tell them, like, when they tell you things, or if you tell someone you get into a relationship and you get to know this person, and this person be like, oh, I'm the type of person that's this, or I don't really like this type of stuff, and you get with this person and you feel like you change their mind or their opinion on some things, or change how they feel. It's like, don't try to come in and change, either you accept it, because at the end of the day, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, some things y'all not gonna like everything the same.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Just take people when they tell you stuff. Cause me, honestly, I'm very transparent. If I tell you something, even if I'm kidding with you, I'm telling you something like I'm dropping gems for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if I tell you something, take it at hand, because if you feel later on, oh, well, I did it because I thought that you would be more this way once we got more serious. Nah, because I told you up front, this is who I was.
That's true. That's true. Cena said, when you know it's getting serious, discuss finances before moving in.
Well, I don't really have that problem. We need to have that discussion a little bit earlier, because I don't believe in moving in with my partner. And if you one of them types that want to move in with, like, y'all want to live together, then we need to cut and nip it and see if we want to just be friends, because we can't live together. I don't want to live with my partner. Like, that will, like, I want a life partner. Like, don't get it wrong, I'll settle down and I want a life partner, but at the end of the day, I feel like you got forever to know somebody. Like, you do not have to get to know somebody or be with somebody and move in and be around them 24/7, 600 days a year. And I know it's 365.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be around them all the time like that, because then you get sick of the person. Because, like, how you keep it spontaneous when you wake up and you see them every single day? Like, come on, man.
So you think you'd get bored if you lived with your partner?
I would get bored if I lived with my partner. And the relationship would burn out. Like, I know I would, because just of who I am. Like,
you'd get bored.
I would get bored. Especially because more people, I would want to be with someone that's more chill than me, because I feel like that will balance me out. But, like, I feel like that will equal each other. But at the same time, I want you to live together and try to, like, take my energy, because, like, we don't have the same energy. Yeah, so no.
They do say living with someone 24/7 is different than dating them, right? I still want to live with my person.
That's okay.
You know what it is? I love the presence. Like, I too need my own space. Like, I have to have my space though. So, like, I have to have a space that I can resort to. I have my own routines that I like to do. And so I would love to live with my partner, but I also want to make sure that my partner has their own life, their own friends, their own set of things that they're doing, so they're not relying on my attention all day, every day, because I have things that I do. But I do like going into bed and laying up underneath some warm Blood flow. I'm just saying. Is there anyone you can be around 24/7, Nut? That's a question coming from Cheryl. That's a good question, Cheryl.
Anyone I could be around 20.
Because you said you do not want to be around your significant other 24/7 because you get bored. So
Right.
Cheryl said, is there anyone you can be around 24/7, or does this apply across the board to everybody?
Like I could be around Fancy 24/7 because Fancy would get sick of me and take out for a week at a time. You know what I'm saying? She like you know
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying? Like,
I don't know if y'all heard her. She could be around Fancy, but see, that's kind of like a example because Fancy also don't like people all the time, right? And so it works for Nut because she could be around Fancy 24/7 because Fancy ain't gonna let her be around her 24/7 because Fancy will not come home for a week. So that don't count. So back to the question. So you really can't be around somebody 24/7.
No,
So then the answer
I
is
come
no.
off as like I guess I'm a people person. I have the energy that people draws people in, but it's like I'm kind of an asshole. I'm not friendly.
Okay, at least you know you're an asshole.
I ain't really that friendly. Like if I'm networking and for business, you know, yeah.
She says she's not that friendly. Y'all have experienced that with Nut. I think she's very friendly, even though she'll throw a tantrum in a minute and start going off. You just got to be like, okay, Nut. She'll snap. She snaps out of it, y'all. Good morning, Jacinta. She snapped out of it, so she can't be.
Because I was over.
She can't be mean.
Eggs was going and going and going.
She was ready to fight me, and I was just eating.
I was having Big Mac activity.
You were. I was like, if Fancy was cussing you out and I was eating them eggs, I was like,
know you was on live recording. Oh my God.
Debbie was like, how about them Dallas game? How about them Dallas Cowboys? She snaps out of it, y'all. She do throw a tantrum and go off, but she snaps out and she come back like it's nothing. You just got to get used to it.
No,
It'll be all right.
It don't happen often with the eggs. I don't know. I was hungry.
That wasn't the only
hungry,
tantrum you
Emily.
threw at the house. The eggs was just one tantrum. You threw a couple of tantrums at that damn house at Thanksgiving. Okay? So the answer for Nut is no. Debbie, can you be around? You don't want to live with your partner. So
Right.
Cheryl asked the question, is there anyone you could be around 24/7?
Myself.
No.
No.
So the answer is no for her too. So
David don't even
Well,
like
I ain't
company.
met
I
the
was
person.
shocked she
see,
offered-
Chalk said
I was shocked she even offered.
for us to stay here.
A lot of you not, but for a lot of people, because when I
Because
found
they
out it
only
was
gonna
more
be
than-
here a day or two. She
Yeah,
know
I
they
was
leaving.
shocked. I was shocked. I was like, oh, what? She offered up. It's like Airbnb did
Well, no, because Val was always
She extended to Val before.
right because she, you know what I'm saying? She was like, hey, I'm coming to Houston, you know, we come out. And I'm like, shoot, I got this house by myself. Come on, man. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when her plans fell through, I'm like, ain't no point in paying a hotel. And then Raw just kind of moved in. So.
Yeah. Listen, I got a whole room in here, and that bed is comfortable. Now, Chalk said, Peanut, sounds like you haven't met the right person yet. I agree with that.
That's what I said. I haven't met.
I agree with that. And I think that for you too.
I just feel like I know me and I know who I am and I accept that and I like me and I
Yeah.
love me and I just know that shit. I'm trying to be protective with you. You can't be around me 24/7 without because eventually I'm gonna end up going off. Or eventually I'm like, can you go somewhere? I don't want the living in the house together. The living in the house together, no, but like we can spend time together, we can hang out, you know.
Okay. Smokey said, Roy, I will bring you a gumbo when I bring shirts. Okay. Today, tomorrow. I'm naked damn near all day. Y'all will be sick of me. Oh my God. Don't
You
come
can't
here
come
with that,
here with
Aquanda.
the naked Aquanda. That is public indecency. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You cannot. No nakedness over here. Okay. We got
We
clothes
are
on.
good.
We got pajamas and shit
We are
on.
good. Period.
Everybody is fully dressed.
Exactly.
David, why aren't you getting ready for work?
I'm about to because I just got a call that
Like you supposed to be at work for 9. I'm not understanding why you still here and in your nightgown.
look here
Wait
now.
a minute.
Quit hating.
Okay. She trying to send Debbie to work.
No, because she done got a phone call and she not even
I
on
know.
her way.
I know I gotta go now.
They done called you.
They done called.
So Debbie gotta go to work.
I took off tomorrow.
Oh, today. Okay. Well, Nut and I are here.
But we ain't gonna be live all day on YouTube. We just go back to TikTok after her
Yeah,
podcast.
we get ready and YouTube. Debbie packing up to go. I need to go sip me some more coffee, and I need to go outside.
Right? Because I've been looking at your whatchamacallit.
And I need to go outside because we get put out of the house. And you know what's so crazy? Everybody that come here is gonna have to go outside, if you know what I mean. Only Fancy and Debbie can stay in the house. So everybody else gonna be outside.
At least the weather is beautiful.
Yeah, because Debbie gonna put us out.
You put some shorts on today?
Yep. I'm putting my shorts on today if it's hot.
Rocking the brand.
But I made
Yep.
sure that the grass is cut
Rock the brand.
and that outside
Rock
is
the
welcoming.
brand before we get up. out
It
here.
is welcoming.
Yes.
It is. We're not complaining.
We're
We
not
got the
complaining.
key to go get the
get some
chairs.
more chairs.
It's on the side of the fridge
Oh, no, with a tough shit key.
so that we can all sit outside.
No, I don't.
All right. So with that, y'all, I'm gonna go. But you know, this is Houston, Texas. We're gonna go live several times. I don't know what's happening tonight because I thought the smoke meat and stuff was happening tonight, but it's not. But we'll have other things happening tonight. If Cheryl Lee come over, we might go live and have a ladies talk with some topics and stuff like that. If not, then I'll see y'all on Friday. You know what I mean? All right. And I'm gonna send y'all out with some positive vibes because I could still do that, right? You know, I just got this laptop, y'all, so I'm trying to maneuver around. But no matter how low,
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
You can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey.
Go, go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Dorothy D-Bone in Houston, Texas, y'all. Rodeo time. Get this message on the way out. Move in peace and love. Hustle hard.
Hustle every single day.
I'll be making moves.
Still I'm buried in my grave.
Good morning, Mother. Cheryl Lee, what time you coming over here? Huh? Cheryl Lee is already in Houston.
Just gotta pick the switch name.
Anything you need, your mind's got the ingredient.
Just believe. Better see what the negativity. But I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low,
You can still go.
Even when you feel slow,
You can still.
go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man. I still go. And I don't, y'all. I'm out. Peace, y'all. See the Houston, Texas folks later.